Alright, I'm gonna show you guys how to find grid coordinates on a map so you can plug them into your Garmin or any GPS. Alright, using your Garmin Fenix 3, you're gonna hold down the up to get into the menu. Start stop is enter, so you enter into settings. I'm gonna go up, the system's right there, and up or down until you get to position format. Enter, and then you choose British grid, enter that, and then just back out. On the ease of the map, you have the two letters which form the 100 kilometer square grid reference. See, you got 99 for SN, and 00 starts SO. Penavan is in SO, just to the right of 01. So you always read easting first, right, and then northing up. So I always learned it right and up. Penavan is above this line, which if we followed it over is 2-1. So 0-1 easting and 2-1 northing. Now we want to get a little more accurate than that. That's a 4-digit grid reference. In order to get a 6 or an 8-digit code, you can either eyeball it, and so I would say here, coming over, since that's about halfway, Penavan is maybe about 3/10 to easting, and northing, there's halfway, maybe 6/10 northing. So a 6-digit grid coordinate would be 013-216. We can get a little more accurate than that. You can see I started at the 10 and it goes to the 50 on the right, which you can't see. So 8/40ths, which is 0.2. So 2/10. So we are exactly at 200. I would say the easting would be 0120. This one I did line up the left edge, and you can see we're almost to 23, which would be about 0.56. So the northing would then be 2156. You can also just use a piece of paper and make your own scale. I just used a ruler to divide this into 10, and you can see Penavan is sitting right on the 2 there. That's more about 5.6, 5.7. We found it was in square SO 0121. That would have been our 4-digit, which gets us within a 1 kilometer square. Adding that 2 and the 5 to easting and northing, so 012-215 would get us to 100 square meters. If we try to estimate a little bit closer and add the 0 and the 6, because we were right on the 2, it would get us within a 10 square meters. And any closer, I'm just trying to guess. So I would say if it was between the 6 and the 7, so I just put a 5 on there. The 10-digit would be within a square meter, which would be very difficult to be that accurate on a map of 1 to 25,000 scale. Now to enter this grid coordinate into the Garmin Fenix 3, we're going to hold down the up. I'm going to go up to navigation, up again, which gets us to coordinates. S is correct, so I'm just going to hit start stop to enter. And now U, we want to go to O, so ironically down is up, so I'm going to hit down until we get to O, and then we'll enter. So now that you've entered those coordinates, you can navigate to them. Go into the menu, move up to navigation, enter, and go to saved locations, and the last coordinates you put in there. Should be the ones that we just entered. There they are. We can give it a name. I'm going to go ahead and name this Penavan. Alright, once that's entered in there, you just click on the check mark. You can add an elevation to it. So I'm going to take the elevation off the map, which is 886. Alright, I've entered 886. And now, if we go to it, so to our trail run. Alright, so this time you see that there is a end elevation. The blue arrow shows the difference of 753 meters and the end elevation of 868. Again, thanks for watching, and if you liked it, subscribe or click like below and leave your comments. Thank you.